song from Spirit. Get a piece of wall art that looks so good on the wall. People that see can also hear it, hear it, hear it. Only at Spirit. Hey there! Hey there! Hey there! You tired of looking at that blank space on the wall? If so, go to Spirit and get you some nice pictures to H. You can get them for yourself or the office. Spirit. Tired of looking at that blank space on the wall? If so, go to
Hey, yo, all praises to the Almighty. Thank you, Holy Father, for another day. We banging on the beast and rebuking the devil in the name of Jesus. Real talk. Like, I don't tell nobody to go do anything but repent and have a relationship with the Heavenly Father, or you're going to be a lame. Straight up. And so we got the realest shit in the world. If you didn't like that intro, you ain't going to like the content because it all smack. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to Red Squared X, where we do that. You know what I mean? We got the realest shit you ever seen in your effing life. And we not playing no games. Look, they go so real. This some real dish right there at the beginning of the show. Look, are you ready? Are you ready? What's going on here? Because we could take it to the ancient time before they even had pen and paper. And we connected to what's going on, son. Look, big head meatball, big head meatball. Look. We only got real pictures, man. Time travelers. You know what I'm saying? All enemies look like this. Except for we can erase them like a cartoon, son. Ain't nobody effing with the red squid eye. Hey, listen, let me go ahead and put out a little credential real quick. Just in case these newcomers think that it is a game. Here you go, Google search. That is a Google search from the year 2024. John Henry Clark, Dr. John Henry Clark, number 27, Red Squid X-Files. Number 28, date of appearance, mid-2010s, which is facts. And so we done been through like 3 channels due to the beefing with the evil AI, but it's all good. AI told us that we will be saved during the AI apocalypse. Y'all can go get the books. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, yesterday's show we was talking about, or the other day's show, we were talking about these mud trucking underground bases that got shut down in one day. The Epstein files is the Diddy tapes. Allie Carter said she witnessed them underground tunnels and them underground bases. We've heard, if you did the due diligencia, you've already heard them stories about underground bases. Underground bases, you know what I'm saying? Underground tunnels. We saw the video footages. This is an advanced gathering. So share this out to people you care about. You know what I mean? Have them join the chat families. Underground bases. We heard about the underground tunnels in California with the reptilians. We heard about, what's the brother name? Pixel Peace Queen. Salutes to you, Queen. What's that dude name? You mentioned him the other day. You mentioned him the other day. Why she asked why Spielberg doing the three fingers. Man, listen, man, I'm about to slap the shit out of him and Mel Gibson lyrically. Because their data, we got the best shit, better than both of them. And I'm gonna be mad disrespectful. This is why God chose me. I'm mad disrespectful when I represent the truth. So, like, they put themselves in a position to get roasted. How you get 17 earthquakes near Area 51 in one day within 24 hours? That means that those facilities have been nuked by a fail-safe protocol, which if anybody was trying, if Trump tried to get in those places, they nuked them. They closed the door. Soon as they be like security breach, instant vaporization, son. No evidence, no clues. Just probably an indention, an impression in the earth. Right. And they all happen. Boom, 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 boom. That's like almost 100,000 people or more gone because of who they were working with. That's like somebody working for somebody, let's say John Bezos, with Bezos. You know what I mean? I can't speak on it. See, it's so negative. But it's like if you working for if a person was working for whoever they was working for, that was in that shit over with for them. That's wow. And that's how human life is discarded. Like they even discard their workers. Right? They'll even discard their workers, man. So check it out. Pixel T asks, so who blown up the underground bases? Bet. So it's a security. Remember, all right, check it. These bases got what we would call alien tech. They're doing the research. This is where they take the bodies to. This is where they teleport from. This is where they, you know what I mean? These are underground bunkers / cities where only the elite security personnel. The security, we don't found the elites family structure, the dragon bloodline family structures that have been exposed, right? And these were their mansions were. Remember, their underground mansions. Hey, look, remember the Bible say that he was going to throw Azazel off into the desert. And so, listen, man, these people had just got their contract canceled. And Pixel T with Yo say, so who's blown it up? So I've heard about security protocols that if there was ever a security breach, the whole place go kabloomy, right? And so it's either that because of two things. Like that definitely happened. The whole place went kablooey. We could count that. Now, what we could do is ask ourselves or ask God, Jah, did Trump try to go in there? Did he try to go in there? Because Trump trying to release UFO file. Did Trump try to go in there with military service people and try to attack the shadow government? Because if he did, then that means that's why it was a security breach, and that's why this protocol happened. Destroy my enemies, etc., or perish, etc. types is what the Most High say. Really, not even type. It's like if you don't serve God, your ass is grass. And these people had the worst little. I mean, People could have been in there for 40 years or so. Who knows, right? Many years in there working, living in them places. And because Trump wanted to release the CIA file, the CIA, they must be looking and watching. But I'm a patriot. All praise to the Creator. God bless this country, right? And God save us all accordingly. Not everybody, but you know, God save us, good people. God save who God want to save. Let's put it like that. And this right here is phenomenal. You know, I don't know if Trump, I think Trump was trying to get in there. I think so. This would be the end of the top of the bloodlines that live for the military, that work behind the military. And so that means that these people as civilians used to spend their money to run the world from the top or from this country, run this country, right? So now that these families is knocked down, it's like shit. That whole human trafficking shit gonna stop because the head just got cut off. Right? That was the head. That was the head right there, y'all. For as far as this country, girl, that was the head of the snake, y'all. Those are underground explosions. Those are people's lives that was knocked down. Like, I can sense it. It's great. It's great numbers. It's almost like a genocide in itself, really. Because I don't, you know, I did also don't know if that's how they move. The Palladians might, every time they leave somewhere, they're going to do that. So, you know what I mean? Like maybe they left. Maybe, you know, I don't know. But I like to think that Trump tried to get in there and they denied him by imploding the place. So they go to the top of human trafficking, right? So that must mean that goddamn Jeffrey Epstein an alien. So Pixel T with Yo says, so it's literally they live, all these scumbags times up and they canceling whistleblowers left and right. It looks way too suspicious now. Yeah. They definitely went after scientists and people that was on Ancient Aliens. God damn, man, this motherfucker haters, man. Like they couldn't even say, like, look, we know David Wilcox, we fuck with him, we ain't gonna do it to him, even though he taught that shit. Like they couldn't do that. Like everybody know, I mean, come on, man. Like who don't watch Ancient Aliens? We know David Wilcox. Shit, crazy, dog. So that's energy weapon shit. I should find that banner and put that up there. But yeah, they done killed that lady. See, it's out there. These people done documented what they was going through. So it's like, how can these people be hating on anybody? Because now we see what they is up to. You know what I'm saying? And that's just a matter of time. That's inevitability. Why fight against it if you know that inevitability is real when it comes to this? Look, check this out. Look, that's just look. The first time I seen this picture, yo, I thought that was blood. The first time I seen this picture, I thought that was blood. And I noticed that the smile is real large. Like he got a wide mouth. Like an extra wide mouth, like a Pennywise. I think it showed that Pennywise, his mouth opened up. Man, that's crazy. What's Pennywise? Somebody wise for pennies? Like that's what they say them people is. Right? They all about money and all this other shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Man, this shit wild, son. That's right there is technically a Pennywise, y'all. Because what he doing with alien, he doing with space bucks and shit. What the F he got going? I mean, yo got the space bucks. I put that Who vid up there because that shit wild. I don't know. I don't trust it. They said that's Who vid. That's a Who vid. He from the place, the galaxy or star, the planet of Hoover or the people of Hoover. And it's like, how you want to do that not knowing that this Larry Hoover is a person famous for starting a so-called organization, right? And it's like, man, I ain't never heard of no Hoover or Hoovid throughout all these years of my research. And that's you could say that's more than 25 years, right? More than 25 years. It just sounds like I listen to rap, but I don't. It just sounds like, you know what I mean? But real talk. He definitely has a Nephilim / clown look to him. He's a clear clown from outer space. Right. There it is. Right. There it is, yo. A killer clown from outer damn space. Killer clown from outer damn space, man. That's facts. That's facts, yo. Yeah, the movie just I didn't understand when I saw that movie. I didn't understand. But they trying to make major impressions in our subconscious with these movies. Right? Like these people, you know what I mean? Look, what was he? He was a human eater. He was a human eater with an asymmetric eye. You know what I'm saying? And I think that you can't get like that unless you had drank human blood. And so this shit an alien to God. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. I should call this shit. He was a reptilian. Yeah, Epstein was a reptilian. You know what I mean? Let's put it like that. You know, reptile. Calling him an alien might be a little much because I don't believe in aliens. You know, I do believe that there's stealth civilizations, and that's what I'll be talking about. That's how I talk about them. Everything can be explained. There's no grand, difficult, mystery or unknown thing unless God don't want you to know it. You know what I mean? God bless and protect that shit. 36 DJ referred to left side is parish office to us. Yeah, we rebuke the devil in the name of Jesus. Like real talk, they out there saying that they is exorcists, and what they claiming to be. Got him. Got him. So listen, let's go ahead and let's change that. And let's shin. Deity is referred to, man. Cosmic order, man. Watch this. I'm a reptile. Yeah, shit. You're a reptile. Right. Reptile. That's what yo is. That's that you call them that, and people are like, all right, that's true. Yeah, put them side by side. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, let's do that. How did I? So listen, I didn't even click on that, man. Yo, this happened before, where I'll come back to the screen and your comment is highlighted already, but I ain't never highlight anything. Because when I highlight it, I read it. But when I come back to the screen, your comment highlighted already, but I'm reading it for the first time. So what's that mean? What that be like? Sometimes it happened before. It happened before in the past, man. But I ain't say shit. But now it's like, wait a minute, man. Like, yo, what the F? I know I ain't read, because you know what I'm saying? But all praise to the creator, man. You don't know, I don't know. But yeah, let me read your comment. What you said. Put them together is what I'm gonna do. Right. That's what you said. Right side by side with them two. So yo, what does that mean? Yo, there was something kind of like aliens. So yeah, he was like demon lights and shit. Pennywise, he had like these little alien demon light situation going on. Yeah. No negativity allowed, man. Mirrors out. Haters very soft, man. Real talk, man. They out there with the they out there with the penny. They out there with the penny. It's like it's no doubt now. Like it's beef. You know what I'm saying? Like real shit, man. We banging on the beast. May they be destroyed, Heavenly Father. In God's name, may all the left sides, etc., be destroyed. All those that ain't right, let them be destroyed, etc. Instead of us. Father, these people ain't shit. Yo was a goofy. Yo was a straight goofy, man. He would, you know what I mean? Matter of fact, I can't even say that because yo looked like a whole effeminate if you saw the footage of this. He looked like a whole effeminate. And look at his mouth full of blood. Yeah, yo. That's wild. Yeah, blood drinker. Blood drinker, man. And so Bond, look, they reptilians. There you go. Killer clowns from outer space. Yeah, let me get a picture of them people, man. That's them. Killer clowns from outer space. That came up. This is your power. It's just state. Yeah. Like that was like, it's like the algorithm keep it at the top. You know what I'm saying? Keep it like, yeah, yo, you talking about killer clowns from outer space. Like I just put KIL. This shit said killer clowns from outer space. That shit was crazy, yo. Matter of fact, That shit was, I don't know, man. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I never liked, I don't know, man. I didn't, yeah. I don't know. I know I didn't like it, but I watched it and it was like, because back then I didn't know about aliens. I didn't know where they was at. So I didn't know, you know what I mean? I thought it was real, but I was like, everything that they showed was like a potential, right? And it's like, why would they make an alien movie with they dumbass clowns? Like that, I didn't get it. I didn't get it. Because when I thought about aliens, it was supposed to be like, oh, it's all technology. They their own people and shit like that. They their own people. They their own people, and then they got killer clowns from outer space. How much, but back then they used to show shit like Critters. They used to have, you know what I'm saying? They had a movie called Critters. People was wilding on that shit. Yeah, that's a meatball reptile. Count it, count it, count it. Red Squid X did that. Let's yeah. So let's talk about it, man. Let's go ahead and let's show whatever evidence that we might got on this type of now that we know this, we can move forward with a reallocation of focus on a more potent, if you will, attack upon enemies of God. The devil is rebuked in the name of Jesus. Yeah, knocking them down, saying like, look, they reptilians. Look, and I have put the reptilians up there when I did this joint. And so they go Epstein and Diddy and maybe even, I don't know, man. I'm just saying, like, they could be reptilians. That's the one. That's the one Dave Chappelle was talking about. The Epstein files, all the UFO files. Them, they acting like Pennywise out there. Damn. What's that shit called? Yeah, let's put them in there. What they call it? We want to add the what you said, the killer clowns from outer space. We want to add that in this picture with yeah. And so now we got it. Now we got the best picture, right? What y'all think? With this one, hold on, I'm about to put it up. Shout out to the chat. Salutes to the chat. It's an alchemical, visual alchemy. That's an example. Nothing that I show is going to be negative. Like, we are talking about negative people, though, but they can't hurt us. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying this is safe examples with the bulletproof glass and shit. You feel fireproof glass, all that. It's because I ain't gonna lie to y'all. The It movies is disturbing. That's what I call shit that might, you know what I mean? That shit disturbs me. Like, that shit disturbed me. Like, I don't get disturbed by just anything. Not to say that I get disturbed, but I'm just saying that shit was kind of disturbing because it's like, where's someone's mind state? It's not like, but what it is, the psychosis is where someone's mind state is. That ain't got shit to do with how I'm living my life, how I'm trying to live my life. Like, I could tell that somebody that just on some total other shit and in a whole nother direction had made this. Because who would want to be so indecent and profane? Like, you know what I mean? It's like, all right, if people, let's say, yo, you're not right enough because you curse when you talk or use profanity. Well, these people is like millions of times worse because they put out material with their name on it. So so think of every movie like a report that's submitted to the teacher. The teacher is the hidden ruler, right? And they making these movies to go on their profile to be, you know what I mean, to say it's an occultic witchcraft. And the things that they did with this It clown shit was bring in this concept of the Min lights, right? And so the Min lights are is a phenomena only in the outback of Australia on record, but anywhere else in the world they're called ghost lights or spirit orbs, or not spirit orbs, spirit lights, you know, something like that. Naga lights is what they're called in Asia, Southeast Asia. Excuse me. And so they were seen coming out the water. There's a picture of them going out the water into the sky. And they're not UFO size, they're like souls, you know. Anyways, listen. The point is that Epstein is a goddamn reptilian. He with them. They the ones with the UFOs doing fucked up shit to people. And they was the ones that was associated with this shit. Like, so if they got fucked over and that's over with, then damn, son, Cash Patel, man, he gotta be with the devil or something. because what he's saying, man, is Cash Patel got a lot on his cases? Got a lot of cases. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I ain't going. I wonder what they think about this, though. I don't know, man. These people could be devils. You know what I mean? They could be devils and Satans doing all that type of shit. Pennywise the trafficker, Pixel T say. All of the fairy tales about witches and vampires tricking kids and cooking them were soft disclosure, like Disney's Hocus Pocus. I ain't seen Hocus Pocus, but yeah, witches, fairy tales about them eating kids, gingerbread. What's the one? Hansel and Gretel. Man, they made a movie version of that shit, and the bitch was in there eating kid. Listen, man, everything they dropped was some witchcraft, man. It was something occultic. It was something like, you know, this is an ancient story of a god. You know what I mean? This is an ancient story of a, you know what I mean, such and such. And it's like, that's all they got is stories, like a bunch of Native Americans. Motherfuckers talking about Hansel and Gretel getting our bread, getting straight bread from the people and shit. Damn. You know what I'm saying? They can come out with some shit right now. It's just a Hansel and Gretel part 55. They're like, yeah, I'm gonna go see that shit. That shit look like, yo, they literally got a movie called They Will Unalive a Person. Like, you know what I mean? I don't even want to say it because I don't talk like that. You know, I don't put them words together in that order and say anything negative. And they got a title of the movie is something so negative. Like, who would want to see that? Somebody that think that it's a game and they're gonna play it. Like, they trying to force people to have to go see it. Nah, that shit ain't real. God will bless us. God bless us. You know what I mean? And they is on some dumb shit. Everything macabre and shit, right? Like, everything dark. What the hell? You know what I mean? Like they tough and shit. Like, we seen all the movies, man. It ain't nothing they could say, man. It's like, look, just keep it a thou wow, man. Damn, goddamn. We seen all the shit. We saw Badlands. Come on, man. We get it. There's a whole bunch of bangs out there, but y'all don't want to see what we're gonna do with our space bucks and our rights all together, because you know that we'll shut hella shit down. Y'all be real live. Yeah, you know, people don't want to hear their replacement in their position, like talking shit. Like, he talking that bullshit. Like, no, I ain't talking no bullshit. I'm just saying that. Look, look, the haters can't copy me, man. Nope. I forgot what I was talking about. I'm sorry. That was a rant right there. That was a rant. That was a bona fide rant. There's a lot of Naga light signs across the world right now. Pixel T with the yo say. I won't be surprised if these old buildings start to have more Mary signage, because the tech is going to be at Mary signage. What are you talking about? The apparition of Mary in Egypt? Or the lady of the apparition in South America, Brazil? The lady of the apparition, that's some scary shit right there, man. And that's what you said in the chat. Damn, that's scary. Look, what you talk about is scary. You talk about shit. Not the Mary sightings. what she said, there's a lot of Naga light signs across the world right now. I won't be surprised if these old bills will start to have more Mary signs because the tech is going to be activated. Man, I saw an old tech building the other day, man. Real shit. Like, them joints really is around, yo. Real tick attack. Kept in, you know what I mean? Kept in good shape. So, all right. So, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know about, I did a build upon it, but that was like led to a light beings conversation. And listen, this probably is. Can you put They Live aliens face next to the rakes? All right. All right. Let's go. They live. There's some rats and there's some chocolate meatballs. They live. All right, so you said, let's go ahead. Let's pick. I wonder why they made him look like that, though. I wonder why they made him look like that. Let's look at that shit. Let's look at this shit with, we're going to put the same ones on there. Dumbass Epstein. With the They Live. With the They Live face. Picks T, man. It'll be wild. Wow, the They Live face. The They Live face, huh? You know what I'm saying? Right amongst the people and things. Doing shit that they weren't supposed to be doing, breaking laws, faking situations, I guess. They faking. Like bacon, but not, but kind of like bacon, but they just fake as hell. They fake bacon. And I'm not promoting people eat bacon, but I'm saying if you did and somebody gave you fake bacon instead, you'd be pissed. Because that's the bacon eating mind state. Like, how you want to give somebody fake bacon? I mean, you disrespect breakfast altogether. You don't care about any type of moral high point or standards at all. I saw this video today where they was like, Allah was the devil the whole time. Like, they did the research. They had linked up the description of the devil in the Bible, and then they had found a passage in the Quran where they said that's what their God was up to. So they out there worshiping the devil. No wonder they be dressing in sheets and rubbing up on each other with AKs and shit, man. Ain't no women out there being protected. They all on the phone and shit. That's fucked up. They wasn't living, man. It was like desert monkey, trouble starter. What you gonna do with them? Educate them, clothe them, feed them, watch them grow and have babies, and then they still would profess some type of anti-American doctrine, and that would just increase the pissedness that true patriots have with people that come into the country from somewhere else. You know what I mean? And so think about it like that on times 1,000 or more when it comes to aboriginals and the land and the heavens and earth and all that, the universe. All praise to Creator. Thank you, Father. God bless with that us. Yeah. All right, so let's put the face. There it is. There it is. That's what you wanted. Yeah. That's facts. Now we talking the real shit. These are predators. Why they made the aliens even look like that though? I never understood that. It looked like it's a zombie. I never got that. I never thought that was like they could be serious. It's such a great idea, and then they make the aliens look goofy like that. Didn't understand it. Didn't understand it. They is blue collar though. It's different. And their eyes was fucked up. I don't know why they did that. I just don't. All right. So the reptilians, man. All the reptilians. They must be breaking up into different forces and shit. Where these people at? What they doing? That's what I want to know. What they doing? Did they know Red Squid got them out there like that? Read my comment about something evil coming away. You get a chance to cut light. Okay. Oh, you don't. Okay. Pixel T with the yo say killer clowns love those kind of candies. Oh man, those was people, man. That shit crazy, yo. They liquefy humans and put them into like cotton candy shit, snacks, treats and shit. Pixel T with yo says she been watching old Disney movies connecting occult magic space witchcraft. Yeah, Disney ain't right, man. Disney is not right at all. Disney is not right at all, man. Disney is not right at all. It's really something that's like connected to Japan somehow. Performing carny nomadic bloodlines. Wait, hold up. Pixel T with the yo said, did you ever see The Watcher in the Woods or Bed Knobs and Broomsticks? Something evil coming this way. Nah, I didn't see none of those. Break them down. Break them down. Something evil come the way over there. Go that way. Right? Something evil go that way. Like, you know what I'm saying? You see how they be trying to get people with the words. Like, I don't appreciate that shit. And so I would just say, like, listen, whatever could be mustered by the Satanists, God's people could do a billion times, a zillion times more better things. Thank you, Heavenly Father. And that's just how it is. And we're going to smack the shit out of people, man. It's going to be Dragon Ball Z without breaking the shit we like to keep. You know what I mean? So you said that it's about an evil carnival that comes to town through electrical storms and leads through a tornado. Oh, shit, a tornado. Goddamn. So, yeah, definitely fairgrounds and carnivals and shit is definitely a traveling nomadic band of people that are tight knit, but when they break everything down and then, you know what I mean, they act like they just different booths and shit. And so yeah. Mm-hmm. An evil carnival. That's wild. They can't, you know what I mean? They just all just negative and shit. Like carnival down in the South America, man. It's a lot of beautiful women dancing. Like I don't know. I don't get that though. I don't get that. People always about evil. And you know what I mean? The worst the thing, they fucking the word carnival up. Right? Like we know about a whole better carnival than the shit they on. They on some, and you know what? That ain't the only movie talking about the circus is an evil situation. The movie Us with Key and Peele. The movie Us with Key and Peele, man. I mean, made the movie Us made by Key and Peele and shit, or whatever the dude name was. Right. And so that shit had it to where Shorty went into that house of mirrors. You know what I mean? House of mirrors, man, was treacherous. It was a gateway, a portal to a secret facility underground where everybody's duplicate was at. And so I think they tried to put people in one right there because they don't never explain how it's a portal at a fairground. Oh, it's a boardwalk. That's right. The boardwalk kind of like permanent and shit. I was about to say, if they was traveling, how the hell that doorway? Yeah, I get it. They was at a boardwalk, and the boardwalk got the same shit the carnivals be having. The same rides. And it's like there's some truckers with them joints. Like who the fuck be dragging, like it's a community on the road with old ass damn situations. They don't got no way to repair that shit. They was moving brand new shiny shadow government utensils and they dragging them across the dang country back and forth. Like, where's that Chitlin Circuit map at? With all these damn carnivals. I should ask AI about that. The carnivals. Because if they run out of business, I don't know, man. Like they need to repair them shits. People won't stop going to them joints, man. Like who is them people that run the carnival? Computer. Oh man, damn. Computer. Who are the ones who run the carnivals that tour the United States? How many are there? And what are their names? And when were they created? And who owns them today?
Several major companies operate traveling carnivals across the U.S. The modern traveling carnival emerged after the 1893 Chicago World's Fair. Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey is one famous example, operating since 1871 with a recent hiatus.
So what about circuses? Are they owned by the same people? What's the difference between the two?
Circuses and carnivals are different, though some companies own both. Carnivals focus on rides and games, while circuses feature live performances like acrobats and clowns. Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey recently restarted in 2023 after a 6-year break, now animal-free.
Which one started first?
Circuses started first in 1768, while traveling carnivals emerged later in 1893.
What are the locations of their origin?
Circuses originated in England in 1768 when Philip Astley began performing trick horse riding in London. Traveling carnivals emerged later in 1893, inspired by the Chicago World's Fair's Midway Plaisance, which featured rides, games, and attractions that became the model for modern traveling shows. Want to learn about the key figures who helped popularize these shows beyond their origins?
Well, who made that at the World's Fair? Who submitted that, what you just said?
Saul Bloom, a 23-year-old at the time, developed the Midway Plaisance at the 1893 Chicago World's Fair. His success with games and exhibitions inspired modern traveling carnivals.
Where was he from?
Saul Bloom was born in Pekin, Illinois on March 9, 1870.
When was the first creation of a theme park ever in the world?
The first theme park was Santa Claus Land, opened in August 1946 in Indiana. Want to hear about how theme parks evolved from those early days to modern attractions?
Yes. Yes.
Theme parks evolved from simple amusement areas to complex attractions. Disneyland, opened in 1955, revolutionized the industry with themed lands and immersive experiences. Modern parks now feature advanced rides, shows, and technology. Are you curious about how specific attractions like roller coasters or shows changed over time?
What is the relationship between the theme parks and the circuses and the carnivals?
Theme parks, circuses, and traveling carnivals all share roots in public entertainment. Circuses and carnivals both emerged from 19th century mud shows that traveled town to town. Theme parks evolved from European fairs and pleasure gardens, becoming stationary attractions with elaborate themes. Modern theme parks combine elements from all three, offering both rides and live performances.
So, what tradition is the meaning of the first theme park ever?
Santa Claus Land, the first theme park, opened in 1946 as a Christmas-themed wonderland in Indiana. It was created by Louis Koch as a retirement project after he noticed children were disappointed visiting the town of Santa Claus, Indiana, and not finding Santa there.
What is the town of Santa Claus in Indiana?
Santa Claus is a festive town in Spencer County, Indiana. It's home to 2,586 residents and features Christmas-themed attractions like Holiday World and Splash and Safari and Santa's Candy Castle.
When was it created?
Santa Claus, Indiana was established in 1854. The town started as Santa Fe, but changed its name after another Indiana town already had that name.
Repeat that.
Santa Claus, Indiana was established in 1854. It started as Santa Fe, but changed its name after another Indiana town already had that name.
And what is the origin of Santa Claus? Why did they call it Santa Claus? What is the meaning of them going from Santa Fe to Santa Claus?
Santa Claus, Indiana started as Santa Fe in 1849. When they tried to get a post office in 1856, they were told to pick a different name since another Indiana town already had that name. They chose Santa Claus, likely because of the festive names appeal. The unique name really took off in the 1920s when the postmaster started promoting the Santa Claus postmark.
So who changed it technically?
The town's residents collectively decided on the name change in 1856 after their first application for a post office was rejected. While there's a charming legend about children inspiring the name on Christmas Eve, historical records show it was a community decision.
Yeah. So circuses, traveling carnivals, and theme parks was that side bill. Salutes. The roots to Hollywood. The girl in us gets swapped in the hall of mirrors. Pennywise hides behind a clown face and is a traveling carnival that lures children. What are we talking about? There is the lady with the white face. She is cloaked and look exactly like the lady. Yeah, we the source. I mean, we see the source today. Today's stuff. It's always going to follow something, a narrative we're going to see. Stuff. It is a carnival / circus. Pinocchio, that dude was taking the kids from the carnival and circus. Oh, for real? Oh, shit. For real? God damn. That's crazy, son, because the carnival and the circus is where the kids be like, their parents be somewhere else or something. They be out there. Like going to a fairground when I was coming up, that was some shit you did by yourself with a group of friends. That's like some shit when you first step out on your own because your parents can't keep up with you, right? Because you're young, right? And so then it'd be like, they the ones that got the tickets. And so when you used to go to the fair, like, listen, when I was coming up, when we used to go to the fair, you being old enough to walk around on your own was like a testament of you becoming of age. Because every other time that the fair would go on, you had to, your parents got the tickets. I remember my parents peeling the tickets off to me, and I would run again. Go take another, do a game or do a ride or something, you know what I mean? Go in a little house or something. Like, all that shit was wild. Like, go in the house, get in somebody's car. Like, you just, you know what I mean? The kids out there simulating being there, UFOs and shit, goddamn. But yeah, now when you got older, you'll go with some friends or like a date. Y'all go out to the every year. And so people would grow up and every year they'll go to the fair, and that's how people from all parts of the city would see each other. And so the Central Florida Fairgrounds is like slap dab in the middle. So it's so easy to access it from other parts of the city, right? And so you will see, they'll have different nights. You know what I'm saying? Like they have 102 Jams night, Or they will have it where it's like kids is in school and you could go during school or after school, but if you went on the weekend, then if you went on a Saturday, that shit was popping. And that was where everybody wanted to show up on that Saturday. Because you seen each other on that Friday at school, and now you want to go out there and wear your best. And you go out to the damn fair and you walk around and bump into other kids that you go to school with that ain't got their parents with. And so it's just like, you know what I mean? The medium ground is like, yeah, you coming to man now too? You coming to man now too? All right. Like it's clicked. Yo, it's clicked up. It's clicked up, man, because you're going with friends. And so it's like, now you know this shit is some clicked up shit. This is like, yo, you only gonna bring soldiers with you. Because we might see that other neighborhood, the other part of the city there. It might be some shit between the Apaka boys and the Pork and Beans. It might be some shit between the Edenville. Anyways, shout out to Eden. Shout out to all of them places, man. But we will all see each other at the dang fairgrounds, man. Shit will go on. People have stories to tell on Monday. Now, if you didn't make it to the main event, which is Saturday, then you went on a Sunday. And Sunday is the day that kids go to when they missed all the other shit. It's safer, it's quieter, and you there by yourself, damn near. Sunday is like as if you missed the fair and shit. Because everybody done went already by the time we get to Sunday. And it's like a giant rectangle. It's like a giant rectangle connected to a park. Oh man, it had a great setup. Yo, it had a giant rectangle. It's a giant rectangle. It's like a giant square / rectangle of land. And so there's a part on West Colonial Drive where you would hit that corner, right? And then you would drive a good distance. And that would be the whole lot in which the fair is at. So it'd be like 1 block, 2 block, 3 block, 4 block, 5, maybe about like, you know what I mean? A good little stretch of blocks. And it'd just be a lot area where it's like flat land and grass and shit. And during the non-circus, there's flea markets and all this other shit. People got tables set up. But anyways, the point is that the land was connected, and the way back of it was a park that was accessed by the neighborhood. It was a neighborhood park. So that neighborhood park was in between like this state property / open lot land that you could lease and rent and the neighborhood. And so we would be able to go from the neighborhood through the park to the fairgrounds. Man, listen, man, I'm telling you, it was like the way they had it set up, man. Pine Hills, man. They had that park. You had ways to get to different sides of the neighborhood by cutting through that park. And so sometimes it was like we used to go exploring, man. Like I was an explorer back in my days, man. If it was like a little area, like it was like some woods or some shit, I'll go back there. We'll go back there and go explore and shit. And like, I don't know, man. We'd be looking around and shit, man. Like, and then they go to the fence. They got an opening, and now you can get to that side. You know what I'm saying? So we could like go through this part of the park's extra part and then like go that way. Then we on that side of the neighborhood instead of walking. So it was just like, yo, you know, routes, you know how to get around in the city. When you know every nook and cranny of a city and you could just travel, you could get out of traffic and go somewhere else and all that. Yeah, that's technology. That's definitely technology. it's unique and independent to ourselves. I think I'm off topic. Let me catch up. Smoke and mirror. I don't even know what smoke and mirrors mean, though. Willy Wonka was on some circus carnival shit. Facts. Willy Wonka was a little clown. Willy Wonka, he was like the richest man. Was he a rich man? Is that what Willy Wonka was? A rich and eccentric. Tech, TV, robot, spell, performers, Pixel T say, thieves stealing your money, harboring creeps and criminals. Yeah, that's facts. New kind, you get it. Wizard of Oz was from the dance. Oh, Wizard of Oz. That was some goofy shit. He was a circus magician before he went to the land of Oz. Oh, okay. Damn, Noble Drew Ali was a magician before he was with a circus. Before he went into occult medium source. I don't know. Performer source. I don't know, man. Like it gotta be something natural, just one of those things. And so it might be before Pixel T with say Victoria's Secret shows a modeling agencies are like the sideshow dancing gypsies at carnivals learning with lust. Modeling agencies, yeah. That's on some prostitution shit. Yeah. Willy Wonka was also doing magic. He was like Michael Jackson. He wanted all them kids come over and shit. Yeah, something wrong with him. Trump is a ringleader and a master of the show. I don't know. He a ring. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Somebody else running they dumbass. He just know how to. He playing his position. That's what he doing. He playing his part. He probably going a little extra on his part, but that's his line. He's a president that is he got plans. And he didn't want to tell them aliens to fuck with him. And we over here saying if the aliens fuck with them, they is just as bad and they criminals and filthy and dirty. And they can't be trusted. And they is space trash. With UFOs, no different than that. They can't have no solution. They don't offer no solution if they go with Trump. A loosh factory. That's terrible, man. A loosh factory. God. That's different, man. A loosh factory is serious. That's some serious words. Pixel T with say some of these white tube panels are filled with the same energy we are describing. Predators hiding behind a screen, waiting and watching for the right moment to prey or loosh. That's terrible. YT YouTube panels. Yeah, I guess. I mean, I can see that. Yeah. I don't the last time I watched a panel, it was called the Nibiru, something Nibiru. Something like they believers in Nibiru and shit. And it was interesting because it was in the news feed, and I just like, like it was kind of refreshing. I got a lot of work done listening to them. You know what I'm saying? They just like elementary. Egg is based on the Zoltar and the Carnival. Oh shit, that's a good one. Dang. Zoltar. Right. What? Damn. That's good. So wait a minute. The word clowns come on. Computer. When did clowns get invented?
Clowns have a fascinating history. The earliest known clowns date back to ancient Egypt around 2400 BC. They've evolved through various cultures, from Greek and Roman times to modern circus performers.
How do you know they came from ancient Egypt?
Ancient Egyptian records and artifacts show evidence of clowns dating back to the 5th dynasty around 2400 BC. These early entertainers performed religious stories and myth, often dressing as gods and playing important roles in court ceremonies.
What would you call that same type of position according to the Aborigine Africans?
In ancient African cultures, similar roles to clowns were often called ritual clowns or tricksters who played important parts in religious ceremonies and social structures. These performers weren't just entertainers. They often served as priests too, blending humor with spiritual significance.
So when was the first of those? What part of Africa?
The earliest known ritual clowns in Africa come from West Africa, particularly Ghana. Anansi the spider, a trickster figure in Akan mythology, has been celebrated for centuries as a symbol of cleverness and wit.
So that's America. So what about in the Americas?
Native American cultures have fascinating ritual clowns. The Pueblo people have kosher clowns with black and white stripes, while the Hopi and Zuni have mudhead clowns. There's also the Hayoka and Sioux culture, known for doing everything backwards to teach important lessons.
Repeat that, please.
Native American cultures have fascinating ritual clowns. The Pueblo people have kosher clowns with black and white stripes, while the Hopi and Zuni have mudhead clowns. There's also the Hayoka and Sioux culture, known for doing everything backwards to teach important lessons.
Elaborate on that last part.
The Hayoka clowns in Sioux culture are fascinating. They deliberately do things backwards, like shivering in summer heat or sweating in winter, to teach important life lessons through humor and irony.
So what about okay, good. So as an expression, they do shit backwards. Okay, whatever. So West Africa got the oldest clowns, so that means that they could have had contact from America, right? And that's possible. And I only say it cautiously. But ritual clowns, the first type of clowns is Egyptian. No wonder the Shriners is what the clowns, because the Shriners be doing, part of the Shriners logo is like a sphinx, if I'm not mistaken. Double joint, piece of salutes to you, bro. New Kind says they say clowns are supposed to represent Nephilim. See, now we going there. My dear brother Noomsay. That type of shit, like, now we going there. That is somebody else's build, man. I believe it. I believe that shit is true. Like everything that guy said about the fallen angels and the clowns, I watched all of those episodes. And I believe that shit true. To me, that's a taught. That's like I learned that. Somebody else dropped that. If y'all seen that, that's what I'm talking about. So I'll say that. Look, I don't got time to remake somebody else's situations, man. That shit is true, man. He broke that shit down from even the prisoners, right? It started with the prisoners and what they was wearing. And then he noticed that these people be, you know what I'm saying, using that black and white. What was I supposed to be doing? I forgot. The movie Babylon, Zoltar. I forgot, man. But we could go to the static. We can go to the static. Go straight to the static. Where's the static at? Oh, all right. Statica. Epstein files, all the UFO files, man. What's good? I don't even know what to do about the Hoover part because I don't know shit about the Hoovers. Do we have any Hoovers in the building? I'll be kind of, I don't know. I don't think that'd be kind of odd if there was Hoovers in the building and they ain't never say shit. That means that they must like the teachings, but I respect that. Like, please refrain from all gangbanging in the chat. Just be you. Be who you are. Right? Yeah, just be what they named you. Clarence and Terrence. UFOs, man. I got them. I don't, you know, this is a highly sensitive relay, man. I don't even want to go over this shit. Damn, I never felt like this before. Like I shouldn't go over it. I shouldn't do this. I shouldn't do this, man. It's too late. It's too late, baby. It's too late. They already tried to save it. You know, in a moment like this, man, I'm gonna smoke weed. Cause I think the shadow government mad at your boy. But look, y'all already lost hella employees. Y'all need the new, you know what I mean? You purged. Now start with some real, start with everybody I like. Start with me and people that I like. How about that? Start with us. Meatballs. Have that update. Because at the end of the day, y'all was fucking with some lames. And they wasn't stopping none of this racism. I personally promise you I could do a better job than Donald J. Trump is doing any day. Any day. Any day. Ain't nothing that he's doing that's better than how I would do things. He'll do things the way he want to do things, I see, but I had these real things to contemplate. My mind already passed in the Galactic Confederation. I'm thinking about Universal Alliance. What are you talking about? Me talking about the Red Squid X Universe Alliance of all the cosmos, time, space, and heaven and earth, everything, time, space, all praise to Creator, deity deferred to Episcopal, Baptist, African Methodist, Covenant of the Holy Mount Zion, Tabernacle of the Saints and God Allies. Hey. This dumbass. Yo, listen, man. Hey, look, man. They listen, man. They out here trying to play people. Look, they got all this, man. I can't even speak. Who says still alive? He's still alive. Epstein's still alive. Yeah. Double Joint said, right, the Shriners have a ritual where they ride in a small clown car. That's fact. That's facts. Them little clown cars, man. All right, so let's put that together. Epstein was connected to all these scientists and efforts, cloning aliens, consciousness, bullshit, Atlantis. What else? All right. Okay. He said he's still alive. Yeah, I don't want to. I seen it already, but I don't want to see his corpse and look at him. Like, yeah, it's a fake body and shit. I don't know what all that is, but I saw that, soon after it all happened, they had a drone. When drones weren't even popular. Drones wasn't even popular at that time for people to just have. Drones was not even. Oh yeah, okay. Drones weren't even popular, and they said that they had there was this footage that they had got this camera off this picture of him looking up. Let's see if we can find an Epstein looking up at drone on his island. Yo was back on the island. Epstein alive. Looking up, and that's what I saw. Yeah, there it is. They do get. Okay, let's get it. This meatball was like in a little golf cart or something. Golf cart. So we gotta do an Epstein bill. Not even an Epstein bill. Wait. But like, there it is. This meatball on his little golf course. Yo, he talking to somebody. People knew his dumbass was still. Oh man, that's why that hurricane. What the hell is that? See now. Yo, let it be a war then, son. Real talk. So what? They got UFOs, man. Ain't nobody gonna back down from these lames. You know what I'm saying? Straight up lames, like real shit. Like they the most cowardice. Because they can't win no debate. And they know it. They know they can't win no debate. They ain't got no words. That's stronger than the truth. Right? He got no words that's stronger than the truth. Like that meatball. Was he kissing to the camera? So if I could take this, well, take pictures like a female. I ain't gonna do it. He got his pictures. Reptilian. All right. So we got a reptilian. Hold up. But wait, I still ain't get the picture that I was looking for, because there it is. It's that one. So let's see if we can we just got to lift it. Where the pause button at? Yo, they got this, like, that shit was soon after that shit happened, man. Yo was back on the island. Did y'all see this picture? He was back on the island. Back on the island. How the hell? Yo, but check this out. Not only is he back on the island, oh man, we gotta talk about this shit. Not only is he back on the island, but he had got it where the people say that he got killed. So he got some way, he got it where they got the whole, you know what I mean? Who other did that? Who other? They said Epstein and the Island Boys. Epstein and the Epstein and the Island Boys. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Epstein and the Island Boys. You got what other part about he faked his death? Let's go to Epstein cell. Epstein jail cell. They say yo killed themselves. But the evidence show that the electricity went out for an hour. Right, the electricity went out for an hour. The security guard fell asleep. Somebody ain't changed the tape. You know, it was some shit like that. It was some stuff like that that was going on. So yeah, we breaking through the matrix with this one. Evidently, this is so them clones. Let's see. It was a thought that came across my mind. So they go Epstein jail cell. They go Epstein and them people out there. The twins. They go. What's that? Epstein on this island. What's that? Oh, we don't need that. They go Epstein. They go with this little temple that he had on that shit. And so this is connected to Disney. This is connected to clones. So Epstein. Epstein and the clone and okay, yeah. St. Pete. What's his name? St. Pete. Palm Beach, St. Pete. Palm Beach, Pete. Yeah, listen. What his name wasn't that? St. Pete, Palm Beach. Palm Beach, yeah, Palm Beach. Palm Beach, Pete. That's what I put. They don't want to show. Oh, damn. That shit don't come up. So look, I'm going to copy that and put it up there and see what happens. See if I get the actual person. There it is. You see that? That's a trick. That's a good way. You see, that's a hack. Get out of, break through walls. You know what I'm saying? With what's around you, with tools around you. You know what I'm saying? So look, they say that that people in the same place. You know what I mean? When people in the same place. Hey, look, did y'all know that there was a human trafficking bus recently? And human trafficker arrest of Trump brand. MAGA influencer trafficking sting after posing with Trump. What's his name? The Polk County Sheriff arrested 266 individuals in connection with the prostitution and human trafficking crimes. And one of them is a MAGA influencer, Craig Long, 41, known for his pro-Trump social media posts, was taken into custody for soliciting a prostitute. The arrests were made as part of an undercover operation named Poke Around and Find Out. Out of the 266 individuals detained, 247 were accused of prostitution, while 19 were arrested for allegedly soliciting sex from minors. Oh man, I got a picture of them. Yeah, yo, that's, look, that's going on, man. That is serious. How he get that close? Who do people get close to him? The guy that act like he got his jaw not loose. And then, you know what I mean? He say he want to be a politician based on his racial antics. Perhaps, I don't know, but sex traffickers. So look, Polk County, man, sex trafficking arrest. That's all they do. That's all they do. You know what I mean? There's a channel that shows it, and he makes so much content. That this is content, like his news press conferences. This how TV should be, but he the only one that do it, and so can y'all see my screen? This sheriff, right? Epstein posted up with the Galactic Federation. The Galactic Federation, which, look, man, that's funny, man. That's funny, man. Real talk. Like, that will make them all look bad, because you know what I mean? Like, we know he was a criminal, so if they F with criminals and they saying they lawless, like, what would they be saying with their technology? Their technology is supposed to be teaching us. Double Joint say Epstein is a count. 'He's really Andrew Jackson. Oh, shit. Andrew Jackson. The fuck? Hold on a second. Wow. Oh, damn. That's wild, man. So Andrew, oh, it's Andrew Jackson. That we brothers Epstein. Oh shit. So him and dang, that's wild. Andrew Jackson, he was like the 5th president or some shit like that. Or was he the 2nd president? Epstein, that's wild. Look, he had the silver hair. Oh man, I got a whole build about the silver hair ready to go. That's the surprise. You know, now we get to look, the daily double. You know how this shit go up. Like, yeah, that's the daily quadruple right there, man. Because we want to revisit these ideas that we have about these people with the silver hair. Cause he, you know what I'm saying? He got that. So like we want to start a whole, like, we're not gonna make shit about Epstein, right? But we know what he looked like. And so here it is where we see this propaganda, but we also see people that got that shit for real. Look how you know, like he real life. Like if African teaching can be seen as a resource, he made millions off of the knowledge Credo Mutwa shared with him, and it became a basis for a whole wave of other writers and script writers trying to relay a confidence in that subject matter, but getting it from Africa don't give nobody any credit, right? So it's basically an African teaching that he's, made his name known for, but it's an overstanding of like the top ways of the Zulu people. And so he talked about the Moon Saturn matrix, and I think that's true. You know what I'm saying? And so, it had been questionable, appearances made by y'all. So I don't trust nobody. You know what I'm saying? I don't care who he is. Like, I know that I trust Credo to a certain degree. What they ain't showing us is that Yo was on that Israelite tip, because that's where the Zulus and shit is the source to a lot of the stuff that other people later on had. And so, you know what I mean? They're not talking about this part. Yo is making bread off of, but when he was over there, look at him when he was over there. Hold on, let me pause. Yeah, I ended the show. Look, when he was over there, Yo was, what is he doing? Look, he a tall reptinoid, silver haired. You know what I'm saying? Look what he's doing. Look at his hands. What type of hands is like that? Tell me though. Hold on. Tell me if that don't look like some reptilian hands. Yo said Andrew Jackson. That's facts, man. We got a he a silver haired person. So is this meatball. So look, he was talking about those people saying that they was present at the beginning of man in the most recent turn of events according to history. So David Icke made bread out that. Look, he had this artifact that was given, that was passed down. It was an iron necklace that was passed down to all the Sangomas throughout the generations, and it never was seen by the white man. And so, you know, the so-called white man as a collective, talking about the elites from the Nordic areas that invade Africa, like they, you know what I'm saying, it was basically like, you know, they see that there was some shit that they didn't get. They know that they would have been destroyed and got it for themselves, made it into their private collection or something. And so, yeah, it's an artifact. They got things on here. The Kabbalah is the hand. Let's pull up the hand. This is Zulu, this ancient African stuff, right? Let's pull up the Kabbalah hand, because I think that shit. Hand of Kabbalah. I don't know if that's what they call it. Kabbalah. Yeah. So this shit right here. Oh man, it's not shit, but this concept, right? Hold on a second.
Man, the real Kodak is locked up. Course. Man, the real Kodak is locked up still. Oh yes, you did. You did that, fam. The real Kodak is locked up still. The real course. Man, the real Kodak is locked up still. Oh yes, you did. You did that, fam. The real Kodak is locked up still. The real course. Man, the real Kodak is locked up still. Oh yes, you did. You did that, fam. The real Kodak is locked up still. The real course. Man, the real Kodak is locked up still. Oh yes, you did. You did that, fam. The real Kodak is locked up still. The real course. Man, the real Kodak is locked up still. Oh yes, you did. You did that, fam. The real Kodak is locked up still. The real course. Man, the real Kodak is locked up still. Oh yes, you did. You did that, fam. The real Kodak is locked up still. The real course. Man, the real Kodak is locked up still. Oh yes, you did. You did that, fam. The real Kodak is locked up still. The real course. Man, the real Kodak is locked up still. Oh yes, you did. You did that, fam. The real Kodak is locked up still. The real course. Man, the real Kodak is locked up still. Oh yes, you did. You did that, fam. The real Kodak is locked up still. The real course. Man. Course.